Hello, hello. Welcome to Playful Prosperity. Thank you for joining me either live or on the replay. Wherever you may be joining me for this broadcast, let me know you're here so that I can send you some love and answer any questions that you might have about today's broadcast. So for those of you who don't know me or are just getting to know me, my name is Cindy. I'm a quantum numerologist and wealth activator. What the heck does that mean? It means that I help you to understand who you are, what you want, and how to get it. And in today's conversation, I really want to talk about amping up our worth so that we can create incredible impact in the world. What I'm seeing from clients and in my own personal world, it is blatantly obvious that the systems that we live amongst are broken. I've had some personal issues happening over the last week and a half or so where it's been basically thrown in my face that our healthcare system is not supporting us, that it is designed to just do the bare minimum, and that it's not helpful to the friends and family and the people that really need it. And so in that, I felt frustration. I felt anger. I was pissed off. I was aggravated because why do we live in a world where still we can't seem to figure out basic health care for people, especially when it comes to mental health and things like that? Is that why can't we find a way that helps people instead of just does recovery? And it was really easy for me to get caught up in the story around that and why is the system broken and get really frustrated and be angry and be triggered by it. But as most of you know, I teach self-mastery, I teach emotional mastery, and I teach universal laws. And so in that, knowing that I was experiencing a moment of anger and frustration and rage even, I knew that that emotion wasn't mine. Yes, I was frustrated by the system, and I could have chosen to just sit back and be angry and pissed off, or I could choose to focus on what I want. And I could choose to focus on, there is no mountain here. I am not creating another problem. We can't solve the world's issues or problems from the same energy that they were created in. And now our healthcare system and all the other systems that we have on this planet right now have been created in an old energy. So when we get angry or frustrated and we try to fight back against the system, it doesn't resolve anything. In fact, all it does is make our friends angry and aggravated because we're complaining about it, and it just perpetuates the problem. So when we think of this from the perspective of universal law, what can you focus on instead of the problem? Where can you lean into possibility? Where can we lean into what we could create? What if we were to just let the system fall apart as it is, the law of entropy, let it come to completion? There's nothing that we need to do. We don't need to fight against it or be anti anything. Just stop focusing on it and it will fall apart. That is how the law of entropy works. And instead, focus on what we want and how we want to create conscious change in the world and how we want to create conscious redistribution of wealth on the planet. As many of you know, as a wealth activator, I am passionate about putting the money in the hands of the people that give a fuck. And right now, the money is not in those hands. I'm starting to see a shift. COVID has created a shift in the way wealth is distributed on the planet, but we need more of the healers, the change makers, the coaches, the people who actually care to have more money. Because when we have the money, when the people who care have the money, we can create conscious change on the planet. We can create impact. We can move freaking mountains. So this whole idea that as a service entrepreneur, as somebody who wants to be of service to help change the planet, to help people heal, then we need to start breaking this old story of I shouldn't be making as much money. Only bad people are rich. All of these stories, money doesn't grow on trees. There's so many stories around money. And if we as change makers and healers and coaches and people that give a fuck, if we have the money, imagine what we can create. Imagine what we can change. Imagine what we can build. we can create new foundations, new healthcare, new holistic, well-rounded systems and foundations that support all of humanity and not just the elite few. So I'm going to invite you today to really look at how you can amp up your inner worth so that you can create positive change in the world. And if you don't know how to do that, if you're like, what, Cindy, the hell are you talking about? Reach out to me, sign up for Mastering the Brain Game, get a coach, get somebody to help you around money. But stop living in this world where you think that in order to be of service, you can't make a lot of money. Being wealthy is important for us to be able to change the things on this world that we don't like. And instead of focusing on all the things we don't like, focus on amping up your worth so that you can create more wealth, so that the dollars become a side effect of that, so that you can move those dollars out into the world and create positive impact and help change the world. I'm going to leave you with that today. I love you. I believe in you, and I see your power. Have an amazing day. Bye for now.